Hey friends, this is Jake and thank you again for coming to another video in my tips on how to make a friend. And in today's tip, I'm going to teach you how to make a friend by asking a favor. And if you haven't checked out my other videos on how to make a friend, I will put a link in the description. I'll also put a little card message up here dedicated to my playlist called Social Relationships. This might feel a little bit awkward, but this tip has to do with asking someone for a favor and then hoping that you can return that favor. You ever heard that old story of, borrowing sugar from your neighbor? The idea goes something like this. You go to your neighbor's house, knock on their door, and you ask them for a favor. Favors such as, could I have some, sugar? I'm cooking. Could I borrow your lawnmower? Do you have any extra pair of scissors? Items that you think maybe others around you might have, and maybe something that you actually do need. But the good thing to keep in mind is that you're hoping that when you ask this favor of them, you can verbally let them know, hey, I owe you one. The idea here is to have an exchange of goods. You are borrowing something from your neighbor with the hope that you can then follow through by returning something to them later on. This actually does a few things for you as a benefit. It lets the other person know if you can be trusted. So if you borrow their lawnmower, maybe 5 months later, theirs busts, you have a lawnmower, and you let them borrow yours. And in the case they say, no, I don't have it, or no, thank you, let them know, thanks for hearing me out. I appreciate that. Because guess what? You were able to introduce yourself and you're able to let them know I'm your neighbor. Outside of the neighbor scope, this can be hard to begin, but think of the environments that you are in pretty often. Start there. My first day of college, I didn't bring a backpack. I didn't bring a notepad. I didn't bring a pencil. I was frantic. What did I do? I looked around and I was that guy who said, do you have a piece of paper I could use? Do you have a pencil I could use? And something as small as that opens the door for opportunity in the future, that you can let them know, hey, I've got your back too. Here's a pencil, I want to give it to you just as a gift because you had me borrow yours and it was super helpful in my time of need. So think about people that you can ask a favor from. Think very small at first. What's nearby? Maybe your neighbor. Maybe someone that you see every now and then and it's an acquaintance. Maybe it's somebody at the gym. Maybe it's somebody through school. And then to seal the deal, make sure you let them know, I owe you one. Thank you so much for this. I truly appreciate it. So there you have it. There's another tip on how to make a friend. Really hope it was helpful for you. And that was asking for a favor. Thanks again and take care.